أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. So today I would like to speak about Surat al-Ekhlas, otherwise known as قل هو الله أحد. And it's a surah that all of us read very often. And it's amazing that the surah is so short. It's from the wisdom of Allah Azza wa Jal. It's so short and has a lot of barakah, mashallah. As we know, it's a third of the Quran in terms of its barakah, and this is actually derived from a hadith where the Prophet ﷺ was approached by a man who told him that, my neighbor reads the surah a lot at night, over and over and over again, and it was very surprising to him. And so the Prophet ﷺ informed the Sahabi that this surah is equivalent to a third of the Quran, and it's equivalent to a third in terms of its barakah, in terms of its meaning, because it speaks about tawheed, and a majority of the Quran speaks about tawheed as well, which is the oneness of Allah Azza wa Jal. So not only that, but reading the surah could bring you closer to Allah, in that Allah Azza wa Jal loves the people who read the surah often. And we know this from another hadith where the Prophet ﷺ was approached by a group of Sahaba that informed him that there was a man, another Sahabi, that would lead them in prayer. And this man, whenever he would lead them in prayer, he would include Surat al-Ekhlas in his prayer. So along with Surat al-Fatiha and the other surah he would read during the rak'ah, he would include Surat al-Ikhlas. And so the Prophet ﷺ, he told the Sahaba, go back to this man and ask him why he does that. And when they went back and asked him, the Sahabi told them that I do this because I like to hear the names and attributes of Allah. So he likes to hear Allahu Ahad or As-Samad. He likes to hear these names and the attributes. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ, for example, that's also in the surah. And the word actually, as-samad, only occurs once in the Quran, and that's in this surah. So when they went back to the Rasul ﷺ and told him why this person read Surah al-Ikhlas with every rak'ah, along with the surah and Surah al-Fatiha, the Rasul ﷺ told them that Allah loves this person. Allah loves this person. So we look at Surah al-Ikhlas and we see that this surah actually was revealed in the beginning of the Makkian period, so the very beginning of the Makki period, and it was revealed to the Prophet ﷺ in a response to the questions posed by the people of Quraysh and the leaders of Quraysh, that when they got the message that the Prophet ﷺ was saying that he was a prophet and sent by Allah, they were asking, who is this Allah? What is he made out of? Is he made out of wood? Is he made out of copper? Because these people were idol worshippers. And they were asking, what's this God's lineage? So basically the Surah al-Ikhlas negates all of this. So it says, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. So Allah Azza wa Jal tells the Prophet ﷺ, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. And I think it's very nice to see how honest the Prophet ﷺ was and is, because he could have said Allahu Ahad, but he was revealing the revelation from Allah word for word. So if I were to tell you, for example, go tell Ahmed I said hi, you would go to him and say, Walid says hi. You wouldn't go to him and say, go tell Ahmed I said hi. Right? So, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ اللَّهُ الصَّمَدُ. Say Allah is one, Allah is as-samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad. He wasn't given birth to, nor was he begotten. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. And there isn't anything like him. Right? So he is unique in himself, Azza wa Jal. So this was a response to the people of Quraysh. And I just wanted to leave with some information about Surat al-Ekhlas, since all of us read it so often. Barakallahu feekum, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.